right there. Hello, hello, hello. We're back.
We are back. I'm Dion.
And I'm Tone.
We are the Fight Side. And we are here right after the Errol Spence Jr. unification fight with Danny Garcia. Tony, what did you think of the fight?
I said it.
You called it.
I called it.
You called it.
I said what he was going to do. He was going to beat Danny Garcia up.
Beat him down.
He's going to beat him up.
Let's get my man Errol Spence. Welcome back, my brother.
Took his foot off the pedal.
Spence.
He got a little tired, he said, but this was his tune-up fight.
Yes. Now, people got to understand something, what this man did. He came back after 14 months off, a bad car accident. His body was broken down. He had to build himself back up. He trained. He didn't fight no tomato can. He fought a top 5 welterweight. Danny Garcia, former world champion.
Two-division
world champion. Knockout artist, whatever. He didn't want no soft fight. He let Danny Garcia push him, and he came back and he won that fight. He's a special fighter.
Special fighter, man. I said it. I knew he was going to do that to Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a one-dimensional fighter.
Yeah.
Flat-footed. He likes to counter-punch and hope like you make mistakes.
Yeah. And just like I said before, you have to be within his range.
Right.
And he caught Spence with a couple of shots.
And it ain't do anything. It ain't phase him.
That's when I was like, you know what?
Spence is he's a complete fighter. He can box. He can bang. He walks you down. He can take a shot. Listen, man, he's going to be a problem. When he stay focused, he's going to be a problem. All the guys, they're going to have problems with him.
What I like what Errol did tonight was that I thought that he was going to box him the first few rounds and then try and pressure him.
That's what I thought he would do.
But he pressured him from the start.
From the start.
And the jab was, Danny Garcia could not get by his jab. And once you start seeing Danny Garcia's face start to get all puffed up and his eye, you could hear Angel Garcia's father's corner was worried, saying, Danny, you got to take it. You got to pressure him. But Danny, that's not Danny as a fighter. He couldn't do it.
No, well, Errol Spence took him out of his fight game.
Took him out of his fight game.
So it's easy to sit in the corner and say, you got to do this. It's hard when you're in the ring with a guy and he took away everything that you're supposed to bring to the table. Exactly.
And that's what people don't understand when it comes to fighting, right? Other fighters, like people talk about him and Bud Crawford, right? Bud Crawford has a lot of tools. What you could see on the outside, but when you're actually in the ring, you can't do everything that you think you can do.
No.
Not with a I'm pretty sure that when him and Bud fight, there's some things that Bud's going to take away from him, and he's going to take some things away from Bud. But it's going to definitely be...
It's going to be a great fight.
A great fight.
But there's one thing about a guy like Errol Spence. He's going to consistently keep coming.
Yeah.
If you can hit him with something that's going to prevent him from coming, he is going to continue. And that pressure breaks pipes. Yeah. He's a pressure fighter, man. He's going to keep coming. So people can sit and say what they're going to do. This guy keeps coming. Yeah. He's not going to stop coming. You have to break him down, and ain't nobody broke him down yet. He breaks people down.
And it's funny because when you look at Danny Garcia, like right after the Porter and Spence fight, him and Danny Garcia was actually calling the fight. And Keith Thurman, Thurman and Danny Garcia.
They were sitting in the audience.
So Thurman said that Danny said, I want Spence because if he let me hit him like that, it's lights out.
He took away your power.
And remember, Thurman also said, you got to remember, styles make fights. And Danny don't fight like Sean Porter. Right. It's a different fighter.
Sean Porter just threw a lot of volume of punches. That's it. Yeah. He missed a lot of shots.
So now I want to ask you two things. One, where do you think Spence goes from here, and where do you think Danny's career goes from here? Because you got to think, with Danny, he lost to the top 3 championships. He lost to Porter, Thurman, and now Spence. And when you think about it, right? He fought a close fight with Thurman. He fought a close fight with Porter. But Spence wiped him out.
Yeah, he beat him.
Spence beat him worse than both of them.
He beat him up. He beat him up. They don't look like people say, oh, he's just like his father said, he's just hitting you a pity pat. No. He's getting leverage behind them shots when he's hit. Danny's face wouldn't look like that if he was getting hit with pity pats.
Yeah. So he slowed Danny down. He was hitting Danny to the body. Danny couldn't even counterpunch him.
He drained him. Danny Garcia right now, I don't know, man. He got to sit back and really analyze
Because he's 32.
He might. If he gonna continue fighting, I don't want to say it, but he might have to. He might have to consider getting a new trainer. Well, he probably won't do anything because there come a point in time when you're a fighter, you hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
And you can't go past that wall. Your trainer is not able to tell you.
Right.
His father's telling him to do this, but he ain't telling him how to.
Yeah. Sometimes fighters they zone the trainer out.
Yeah. He might need a new trainer. If he gonna continue fighting, he might have to get him. He got to learn to do things differently. But he is a one-dimensional fighter.
One-dimensional.
That's just what he is. He's flat-footed. He likes to counter. He's a one-dimensional fighter, man. He doesn't do anything special.
He does nothing special. What they say, he's a one-trick pony.
As Floyd would say, too straight up and down, no special effects.
Right, no special effects at all.
He has none, and it's a fact. It's not saying it because of who he is. It is what it is. He has no special effects. He's like a bigger version of Mikey Garcia.
Yeah.
Who's a straight up 1-2 guy. 1-2.
And I think, but Mikey's just a little bit better boxer than Danny. They actually fought in the amateurs, and Mikey beat him. And Mikey actually said that
through more combinations,
he was a better puncher. He was a better fighter as an amateur than the pro, Danny Garcia.